Hi everyone. Today I'm going to discuss about an important theorem which is widely used in electrical circuit calculations and analysis, that is known as superposition theorem. So, what is a superposition theorem? What it states? How can you apply a superposition theorem in a given circuit? Everything will be in a very simple way. It is written and I will explain about that. Now, let us observe the statement of superposition theorem. It states that in a linear network, containing two or more sources. For example, what is a linear network and what the meaning of two or more sources? Sources means either voltage source or current source. Generally, we know that voltage source is represented like this, plus minus or plus minus like this. Current source is represented with arrow indication. So, in a given circuit or any linear circuit, if you identify two or more sources, like this, if you observe two or more sources, then the response in any element is equal to the sum of responses caused by individual sources acting alone. For example, if two sources are there in a circuit, the total response on a given element means if it is a resistor, if you want to identify current through the resistor, so the current through the resistor due to these two sources is equal to sum of currents caused by individual sources acting alone. Suppose if this voltage source is only active, then what is the current flowing through the resistor? Then if current source is only active, then what is the current flowing through the resistor? So then if we add these two, sum of the responses, which is equal to the total response. So that is the meaning of statement. So the response in an element is equal to sum of responses by individual sources acting alone, while other sources are non-operative or inactive. Here, what is the meaning of non-operative or inactive means? Suppose if the other source, if for example, if current source is active and other source, voltage source is inactive. So if other source is voltage source, then what we need to do is make that a short circuit. If it is a voltage source, make it a short circuit like a wire. If it is if other source is current source, make it as open circuit. So always convert voltage sources into short circuit like this, current sources into open circuit like this if they are not active. Okay. So once again, I'm telling this description of the statement by looking at the example. If you observe an example, then you can clearly understand how the statement is very simple. Now, let us observe the example. So, we need to apply superposition theorem for this circuit. And you need to find the current flowing through 3 ohm resistor using superposition theorem in the given circuit. Here, response in any element means here element is a resistor, that is a 3 ohm resistor. Response means what is the response? We need to calculate current. Here current is the response. So current flowing through 3 ohm resistor can be calculated by using superposition theorem. So from the superposition theorem, what it states is if there are two or more sources, for example, here two sources are there, 20 volts voltage source, 5 ampere current source. Voltage source is there, current source is there. So at least two are identified. So we can easily apply current superposition theorem. So in this superposition theorem, we can easily identify two sources. So apply superposition. So here superposition theorem is applied by assuming one source is active, other source is inactive. Like that, 20 volt source is active, 5 ampere source is inactive. So that is case 1. Case 2 is 5 ampere source is active, 20 volt source is inactive. Like that, two cases. If there are three sources are there, then three cases will be applied and the responses, individual response will be calculated. Here individual response means case 1 find current through 3 ohm. Case 2 again find current through 3 ohm. Case 3 again find current through 3 ohm. So add all these responses. So that is the total response. So like that, individual responses will be added as a total response by using superposition theorem. That is the theorem. Now we are directly applying for the circuit. So our task is to find current through 3 ohm resistor. So here we are not directly calculating current through 3 ohm. Instead, in different cases, we are going to calculate 3 ohm resistor current. So case 1 means assuming 20 volt source is only active along and 5 ampere current source is inactive. So inactive means we already said that current source is inactive, that should be open circuited. If voltage source is inactive, that should be short circuited. So here it is a current source that is inactive. So make it as open circuit. Open circuit means we need to remove this source. Just remove, disconnect. So we have removed. There is no current source. If there is no source, this resistor is also not connected to anything. So this can also be removed. So the equivalent resistance circuit is 20 volt source, 5 ohm, 3 ohm resistors like this. So our task is to calculate current through 3 ohm resistors because these two are series. Whatever the current flowing through 5 ohm, same current flows through 3 ohm. So simply calculate the total current in the circuit. So total current is equal to V by total resistance. So V means 20 volts. Total resistance is because these two are series. So equivalent one is 5 plus 3. So 20 by 8, that is 2.5 ampere. So this is the current flowing through 3 ohm resistor in case 1. Let us say that is I1. Next, case 2 means 5 ampere source is active, 20 volt source is inactive. So assume 5 ampere source current source is active and 20 volt source is inactive because 20 volt source is a voltage source. So we need to short circuit that. Short circuiting means replace this 20 volt source with a wire like this. Now again our task is to calculate current through 3 ohm resistor. So in this circuit you can clearly identify these two resistors are parallel because first point of these two resistors are same, last point of these two resistors are also connected on the same. So definitely these two are parallel. So when these two are parallel, we can rearrange this like this. Okay. So for example, 5 ampere source is the total current. So that should be divided into two parallel resistors. So if it is I, let us say this is I2 and this is I3. Okay. Already we assumed I1 here. So I2, I3. So current is divided on parallel resistors. So according to the current division rule, we need to find out what is the current flowing through 3 ohm. So according to the current division rule, if I is the total current, the current flowing through 3 ohm resistor is equal to total current into opposite resistance of this current by total resistance. For example, if you are measuring this current, so what is opposite resistance? 5 ohm. So we need to write 5 ohm here. For example, if you want to calculate current I1 here, what is opposite resistance? 3 ohm. So if you want to write the formula for I1 instead of I2, so I1 is equal to total current into opposite resistance 3 by 3 plus 5. We need to write. But we need to calculate I2 here. So total current into R1, that is opposite resistance by R1 plus R2. So I2 is equal to total current we know already, that is already given 5 amperes into R1. So opposite resistance for this current is equal to 5 ohm. So 5 by total resistance 5 plus 3. So the answer is 3.125 amperes. So I2 is the response due to one source. I1 is the response due to another source. So to find out total current from the two cases, we need to find the total response, that is I is equal to I1 plus I2. So all the responses, all the answers must be added here finally. So total current through 3 ohm resistor is equal to I1 plus I2. So final answer is 5.625 amperes. So like that, in a given circuit, if you identify more number of sources, instead of directly calculating the current flowing through some resistor or response, individual sources is taking in different cases while other sources are making it as inactive. Suppose if 20 volt source is acting alone, only keep 20 volt source and all other source must be converted into inactive sources. Suppose if this is a current source, make it as open circuit. If any more sources are also available, also make those sources into inactive. If those are current source, make it as open circuit. If those sources are voltage sources, make it as short circuit. Like that, identify only identify the current through 3 ohm only due to 20 ohm. Similarly, identify the current through 3 ohm only due to 5 ohms. All other sources must be inactive. So this is the procedure to apply superposition theorem for a given circuits. Thank you, and we'll see in the next video about fundamentals of AC waveform or AC signal in the next video. So thank you very much. We'll see in the next video.